I've been looking at some photos of Rita Hayworth for reference, and there are some subtle variations to her standard hairstyle. Sometimes a little longer, sometimes a little shorter, and depending on how curly her hair was and how full and how much volume there was in the style, her hair could look a little shorter. There are definitely more smoothed out versions of her hairstyle, and then there are some that are just like fluffy and just those great big loose curls. For reference, I have this lovely photo here that I would love to recreate, and we will see if that's possible. I'm going to be using my rollers, trying my best to put together a Rita Hayworth style brush out. If you noticed, my hair is in a little towel turby twist kind of deal that I picked up from Walmart, and I really like having something to put my hair up while I'm kind of waiting for it to dry, so it's not like sopping wet while I'm working around the house and doing stuff. Danielle Creations a la Walmart. And the nice thing about it is your hair will dry more evenly when it's in the kind of towel, instead of it just like maybe the ends drying but the roots are still wet, or vice versa. So I have an idea of how I'm going to set this hair, and I kind of did a practice last week and wanted to make some adjustments. Two types of rollers. I'm going to start with standard pink curlers. These for the bang and probably the front sections, and for the back, pillow rollers. But I do know to get that shape on the top, I think I need to create a kind of deeper part. If I look at the picture, her hair parting is like right at the arch of her brow. So looking at the photo, there's a lot of tousled volume and curl in the bang section and in the front, and it's kind of smooth in the back and has a nice curl at the end. So that's what I'm going to attempt to create.
Once you have your initial hair parting, you can separate the bang section all the way to the ear. The bang section will consist of 4 horizontal rollers. Each section should measure about the same width as your curler. I'm applying some Lotta body setting lotion to the hair, combing it through, and pulling the hair taut in the other direction. To get Rita's volume, you're going to want to over-direct the bang section, which means when you apply your roller, you're going to pull it way to the other side, pushing down on that hair and sitting the roller on top of the hair section. For my initial roller application, I use the roller with its original clasp, but I do go back later and remove it using the bobby pin method. But I wanted to show you the difference in how the roller application method can change your results. To get a really well supported on base roller application, I think it works really well to not use the plastic piece and instead push that roller up into the hair section and secure it with a bobby pin. It might be a little tricky to get the hang of at first, but this method will also prevent you from getting any of those dent marks from the plastic bit. I'm going to repeat this step 2 more times till the bang section is complete. For the side section, I'm using the rat tail comb to create our first hair section for the hair curler. Once again, applying some setting lotion and curling the hair around the roller. All the hair curlers are going to be rolled under, and we are not going to over-direct the side sections. This is because we only want volume in the bang. The amount of curlers that you need for your side sections will be dependent on how much hair you have. I only needed 2 for this side section because my parting was so deep. For the other side, I had a little bit more hair, so I decided to do 3 sections and 3 rollers. And of course, you don't have to use the bobby pin method. You can use the plastic piece if you prefer. These curlers are about 1 inch in size, and I found them on Amazon, and the link will be placed below.
And for the rest of the hair, I'm just gonna go around the base of the neck and add 1 to 2 rows of these pillow rollers, just because I want to keep the crown very smooth and all the curl and the volume to be on the bottom.
I separated the crown section and I'm going to pin it up with a clip. And I'm just going to use my fingers to grab that first behind the ear section of hair to apply our first pillow roller. The reason why I'm using pillow rollers for the back is to give a more loose curled effect. I find it easier to put more hair on these curlers and to get the curls to be under-directed. Pink rollers and the way they are attached, you have to roll them all the way to the base. And for this 40s kind of hairstyle, you don't want to roll all the way up to the scalp. After creating the first row, I made another section and repeated the process. I applied a final spritz of my setting lotion and added a hairnet to keep everything in place while sleeping. And on top of the hairnet, I'm wearing my Slumber Net scarf that keeps the rollers nice and taut and in place. Now our set is complete and we can let it dry overnight.
So it is the next day, and it's time to take the curlers out and begin the brush out.
I'm finger combing the curls with a little bit of pomade, and then I'm applying my Denman 7-row styling brush from the bottom to the top to begin our brush out. Next, I'm using my Denman finisher brush to apply a little bit of smoothing to the hair. Now that the curls are mostly brushed out, I like to rotate between these 2 hair brushes till I finally am able to use my comb. I'm applying a little bit of hairspray in layers as the shape appears that I like. Now that the bang section is out, we can start brushing it and we will blend it in with the rest of the hair. Once you remove the duckbill clips, if you choose to use them, you can continue to brush and smooth the hair until you get the desired result. As I said before, you can wear it a little bit on the curlier side, or you can smooth it out. The end result just depends on your preference. But keep in mind that the style will smooth and flatten over time. So you might end up with a smoother and more subtle Rita Hayworth style on your day 2 and a curlier version on your day 1. And to complete our Rita Hayworth tutorial, I've paired a little outfit together. To channel my inner Rita Hayworth, I'm wearing some 1940s reproduction high-waisted shorts, a vintage blouse, and a strappy heel. I hope you enjoyed this one, and you'll come back for my next video.